for me specifically. I just need to click the button. Just let me have password, computer, please. Okay. I believe we're unlocked there. All right. One more time. Share screen. Okay. All right. Can everybody see that? Yes? Can we see MAXA? Megan, can you see that? Okay, awesome.
Sorry.
Cool. Okay. So the let's see. Let me show you the first thing on the back end here. One of the most active design types are the one-sided flyers. A lot of usage is coming in on for sale postcards, business cards, and sign toppers. I will say, well, right now you can still design for sale signs in MAXA. They are not printing them right now due to COVID, but you can still get them through Vistaprint and a number of other places for that. Something came in on postcards where we had this one real specific issue, and it's gotten rejected a couple of times. Like here, like somebody sold satchels. That could be said. Could be good. I don't know. But see down in this territory down here, somebody put a message in this field, but obviously that's where the printed address goes. So that's something that definitely we look out for. You can couch it down, shrink it, move it to the bottom, but actually not too far to the bottom because the post office also puts a code bar at the a scan bar at the bottom for the sent items. But definitely just make sure that's clear. It seems like a real basic thing, but we've got it a couple of times. In terms of aesthetics, if I could direct your attention over here. Okay, for web addresses that you put in, I want to encourage folks that like we can really just dispense with the HTTPS at this point. It definitely looks cleaner. And then I had somebody make the argument that for older folks, it won't key that it's a website unless it has the www. At that point, it's like a know your audience thing, but even that, you don't need that either. And then drilling down even further, if you copy paste off a web address, occasionally you'll get this /, which again, you may not need. So you could just get rid of that too. All right. Postcard blocking. Oh, somebody else was asking, this was a good question, if they can mix and match postcard templates, where they like the front of one, but not the back of the other. So I was like, can we mix two? Currently, we don't have that capability. But as Melinda figured out, you can get two approved and send them out, export them as a PDF, and then just take one page from another, combine those, and send them off to the printer. That's just a workaround for now. We asked MAXA if that's will be possible in the future, but they said they would work on it. Okay, let's get out of here. Okay, so let's move to this section here. Now, can anybody tell me what the most obvious issue with this picture is? If this was submitted for approval. Anybody? Is it the clip art that we found out here? No, you might think that. This field didn't populate. Your number is not on.
I mean, Katie doesn't think I'm funny. Everybody else thinks I am. See?
Good times. That's an issue. Definitely catch that first if you're going to go through the effort. But this is an example of, yeah, that's something that will immediately catch our attention is things pulled from Google Images largely, because you get things like it doesn't fit with the aesthetic. As you can see here, there's a watermark on it, and it doesn't really flow. But what MAXA does for you, this search bar, you're connected to millions of copyright-free photos. So let's see, what do we want? Moving boxes. Anyway, you can just come, whoops, sorry. Okay, something real rudimentary. You find something that you like, let's try it out. The key here for replacing any image, before you move anything or drag and drop, make sure you got your image ready to go. Click where it's going to go, and you'll see this replace image dialog come up. So that means anything you select, it will pop in to that field. And we definitely prefer the professionally shot stock photos and what have you. And again, there's just millions of options and directions that you can go with that. Anyway, so we encourage the use of that. Oh, what are they sending him? Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Here's another thing that we've caught a few of. Here's a good example. Down here, some folks have opted to, let me zoom a little bit more, because there's usually two, all this info, again, if you're newer, all this info is stock and it pulls from your agent page, which means inside Rebel Designs, there's like, go to my account, and then you fill out, office, mobile, address, what have you. And so that'll follow you, it'll auto-populate into every design. Some folks just have one phone number, but they double it up, and it's like, you can just clip that out. You know what I mean? Like pick your mobile, go for that. That's cool. And they're easily deletable. Wait, there you go. Move those things around. Anyway, so just a basic thing. And then another piece is when you're writing your text fields, just a real easy thing to do, copy it and paste it and drop it into Word or drop it into Google Docs, or even just a Gmail window. And lo and behold, it's like, oh, missed that. You can switch these things. Look, I know most of you are good spellers and such, but it's real quick. Oh, look, extra punctuation. But just simple like tricks to keep you moving, because yeah, we'll come back at you with a something misspelled or what have you. Okay, any questions so far? Cool. Yeah. Okay, well, let's just say you're like, cool. Well, we corrected that. We want to we'd like to print this out now. You save it. Oh, look. Oh, that's another good thing. MAXA is well aware when you have a low resolution image in there. So yeah, stay honest. Again, nothing off Google Images. If you didn't get it professionally shot, or if it's not off the rankings page, it's like, get maybe some stock stuff or what have you, but it will tell you. For just the purposes here, I'm going to ignore it. I'm an admin, I get to. So anyway, we're going to go to the print shop. We have to submit it first. What a step. And again, just as boilerplate, we'll try to get to it as soon as we possibly can. But yeah, give us, sometimes it'll take 24 hours, a business day, what have you. But again, we'll try and get around to it. Our response time is usually pretty good. and then you bother us with it anyway. You call us. We know. Okay, so hold on. I'm approving my own flyer over here. Anyway, I hit approve. I should get a notification over here. Well, I did to my email. You can't see that, but then once it's approved, oops. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, design has been approved. If you don't want to use the MAXA print shop, you can just go right to download over here and grab yourself a standard PDF that many print companies can print off of. And download that, and you got yourself a flyer. Yeah, I mean, they're adding new templates occasionally. I was asking when they're going to add new business cards. I hadn't heard back about that, but they are adding stuff into the grand sweep of items that you have to select from. We're noticing that a ton of folks are using it for social, but I don't know, give it a shot. They have some neat templates in there. Cool. All right, if there's no other questions, yeah, I'll see you in the compliance box.
So is that it today?
Oh,
Looks like we're done.
is that a question or somebody just wrestling with it?
That's a question.
It's hard to hear, but I think Melinda's asking if there's any other topics today, which there are not. We like to give you guys the full time when we talk about programs that we're using. That way, if there are questions, I mean, we do have some new people on here. Sarah is a new agent with Rebel. She's on. So, and then I know we have some newer people that, or people who don't use MAXA very often, but, Kai, do you have anything else MAXA-wise that you wanted to discuss?
I think I hit all of those points. I mean, do you have any aesthetic notes for things? I know you occasionally poke in and
Yes. So I will say that if it's over the weekend, and I'm just going to reiterate what Kai said, it is 24 business hours for approval. But if you do it on the weekend, because I also Kristen and I get an admin notification, we do try to watch for that. So, if it's an emergency over the weekend and you need a flyer for an open house, please try to plan ahead, of course. But we understand from time to time that happens. Just send me a text or something and say, hey, can you look at it really quick? And we'll get it done. On the postcards, I see Melinda, I can't read your comment just yet. I'll go there in a second. I will remind everybody, when you're doing the postcards, because MAXA gives you a lot of free range to design, make sure you're not putting your information down where, think about how postcards are printed, I guess is what I'm saying, and how they run through the post office. So think about that stuff rather than doing like a full design on the front and the back, unless it's a postcard that you're legitimately just handing to somebody. So, but anyways, just think of things like that and you'll be good.
And my question was just that there's a couple of postcard options. Does it matter which one we choose for the ones that Rebel offers for the free ones for sale?
I think those you submit through Josh. Josh has a postcard template that goes out. I don't know if he can hear the question in the office, but I thought we just had, or I don't know, I might be wrong on how we submit those, but I thought you just sent a request through the drive to him for those.
Okay, that wasn't clear to me before.
yeah, there's
Okay.
a submission form in the drive.
Yeah, so he confirmed. Yeah, so those are already templated to where it's real easy for him. He just puts the info in there. We could talk about it if it's easier for MAXA. We could put that on the agenda for Wednesday. But then you'd have to send him the design because we send those out separately. If you do it through MAXA, they're going to bill you. But we basically have a print company here that we use for that stuff.
Oh, okay. So there's a form, I guess.
On the drive, like you're doing the open house or all that kind of stuff. Yep. You just pick that form.
Okay. Postcard request form. Okay, thanks. I didn't know that, so I
No
appreciate it.
problem. Nope. That's why we have these little classes, is we want to make sure everybody's got the info and understands. And, you know, if we're all doing it the same way, it makes it a lot easier on our staff, which takes care of us very well. So just have that consistency. But that's all I really have on MAXA today, unless you guys have any other questions. Or
One question over here from Sean. Who's in office?
Yep. Oh, dang, I missed her.
Well, I'm leaving now because my charger's in my car and I'm in a rental, so my computer's dead, so I'm leaving. But when we do stuff, I don't know if this has already been said either because I'm having a crazy morning. I wasn't here for most of it. But when we do like a thing on MAXA, can we do it when we have our face on it? Does it have to be the picture that we took outside?
I mean, just send us. I only say just send it in to the marketing email for approval, because I once had somebody using like a webcam photo of themselves that was not appropriate for business. So
Oh, this is one of in the office. I just like it better than the one outside the office.
yeah, that's fine. I mean, we have a headshot folder for you all. Everybody has a headshot folder. So if you have a photo that you like and it's professional looking and quality wise, just submit it to marketing and we'll,
so it's basically professional.
it better be professional then. No, but submit it to marketing, email it in so that we make sure we have it, and we'll just put it in your headshot file and we can update that. That's fine.
Now, do we
That
have a
kind
way
of
to
stuff
access
is
that
really-
headshot file?
It only has the one picture that's approved by you in there, so you should have a copy of that picture, or do you know?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know, because I know that there are a couple that have been used just in before, but I just didn't know if there was a way that way I could choose which picture I use. There's like 3.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We can talk about that. We'll put headshots
Okay.
on the agenda for Wednesday and figure out if you guys have access. Because I'm not honestly sure.
Okay, cool.
So, all right. Any other questions? All right. If that's all, then we can release you.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
All right. Have a good day.